When a heavy winter downpour finally slams into Pasadena, the chaos starts fast. Inside a commercial building, an active leak suddenly opens up, pouring water onto inventory, desks, or retail floors. Property owners naturally look at the dripping ceiling, hear the torrential rain outside, and conclude that the storm just broke their roof. But the heavy rain didn't puncture the membrane or crack the flashing. It simply found the holes that were already there. On a warehouse or retail center, the low-slope roof functions as a highly sensitive, interconnected waterproofing system where every component relies on the performance of the next. To figure out why a commercial roof fails catastrophically in December, we have to rewind the clock and look at the invisible damage it sustained back in August. Pasadena experiences a long, uninterrupted dry season. For months at a time, massive commercial rooftops bake under intense daily sun exposure with zero relief. This microscopic view shows how constant UV radiation acts like a slow chemical peel. Month after month, it relentlessly bakes the roofing materials, drying out membranes, fading reflective coatings, and turning once flexible sealants stiff and brittle. This chemical breakdown is worsened by thermal cycling, the physical reaction to the extreme temperature swing between blistering hot Pasadena afternoons and much cooler nights. Thermal cycling forces the roof to move. The membrane stretches outward in daytime heat and snaps back after sunset. This repetitive, pulsing movement places immense stress on the waterproofing, slowly tearing open seams and pulling flashing away from HVAC curbs and parapet walls. While the heat compromises the seals, seasonal winds bring their own threat. They blow foothill debris, regional ash, and dry leaves across the surface, silently packing all that loose material directly into the roof's drains. By the end of summer, a commercial roof often appears stable from the ground, while its surface is actually riddled with microscopic weak points and clogged exit paths that will fail the moment they are hit with water. Eventually, that long, dry stretch breaks. The first major seasonal rain arrives in Pasadena, and the dynamic completely flips. Low-slope roofs don't shed water automatically like a pitched residential roof. They rely entirely on clear, unimpeded drainage paths to move water safely off the building. But the wind-blown debris from the summer now acts as a dam. When rain starts flowing, it hits blocked scuppers, clogged exterior gutters, and choked primary drains. Water has nowhere to go, creating ponding water. This adds massive structural weight and downward hydrostatic pressure to the deck. Pressurized standing water forces its way straight into the open seams, dried sealants, and cracked flashing that the summer heat ripped apart. Seasonal rain acts as the ultimate stress test, systematically exploiting the invisible damage already carved out by the summer sun. Down below, inside a sensitive office or medical facility, the first sign of trouble is usually a dark, growing water stain on a ceiling tile. This cross-section reveals the leak's path. Before moisture is visible inside, water has already bypassed the top membrane, traveled through the structural decking, and saturated the thermal insulation. This trapped moisture creates compounding consequences: electrical hazards, toxic mold growth, and massive operational disruptions. Waiting for a ceiling to drip transforms what could have been a simple surface patch into a highly expensive structural crisis. Successful roof management in Pasadena comes down to timing. You have to intervene before the seasonal cycles shift. This requires a dual-phase defense strategy: clearing drainage paths and sealing vulnerable seams right before winter storms, evaluating surface reflectivity and protective coatings before peak summer heat. Aligning maintenance with these natural weather shifts stops the cycle of emergency leaks and the compounding costs that come with them. Stop waiting for the first storm to test your waterproofing. Schedule a professional pre-season commercial roof inspection with Commercial Roofing Pasadena and secure your building before the next extreme weather cycle begins.